Hey, welcome back to Jonathan Informs. I have had an interesting journey with artificial intelligence, and so I thought I'd make a video highlighting a few thoughts and points. And I was I was at a gathering at a pancake house the other day, and someone was very well. Let's just say they were staunchly against AI. I guess just as a general idea, and I've had a couple of people that have done that. I feel like most of the time, well, yeah, most of the time, I feel like there's some kind of pride involved. And as an example, one of my previous supervisors at a work study position that I was in absolutely hated the idea. And it's like she made a comment once. She said something like, well, if you think it can write better than you can use it. And I was like, that's really condescending. And it just, to me, steeps of a lack of understanding. And so my journey kind of started with AI about almost 2 years, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And it's as I started back to finish my degree and management and marketing. And it was interesting because as I got started in it, it was coursework. So we were prompted as part of our assignments to use it, and the way that I pretty much started using it was with LinkedIn prompts, LinkedIn posts, and building my LinkedIn page in one of my courses. And then subsequently, I used it in another. I think it was one of my management classes. We would essentially do assessments and allow AI to do that assessment. So it would ask us questions and then grade us and give us feedback. And it was a really great tool, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Hammers, they're not good or evil, right? Some people have actually killed other people with hammers. Does that mean we don't make hammers? We don't buy hammers? No, it's a tool. And that's what AI is. AI is a tool, and it's something that I actually thoroughly enjoy using. I have helped create recipes. It's been a sounding board. It's been a researcher for me to help look up ingredients for my deodorant stick that I make, or chili if I'm making it during Christmas time. And it's really cool tool to be able to use. It's a resource. And so I just wanted to give a couple of thoughts about AI. I don't, you know, one of the links that I heard, well, I don't even want to get into it. The book of Revelation is one of my favorite books, if not the favorite book of all time. And, whatever you think about that, just look at AI as a tool that you can use. And, I'm not saying that, yeah, I don't want to get into that either. So, yeah, AI is a tool. It's not good or evil. I thoroughly enjoy using it for the projects that I'm a part of. It's going to be, oh, the other thing I was going to touch on was the future of AI. It's going to take a lot of jobs. There's so many jobs that they can start coding for with artificial intelligence and, creative content. I part of my advertising class, I was tasked with doing a commercial for a product. The professor was kind enough to let me use my own product, and I was able to use Sora AI video editing, and I used CapCut for the editing, but AI for the actual video, and I stitched together a 45-second video, and it's almost professional. And that's just where we're headed. It's like people used to have to do math in their head, and then they could write it down, and then there was the what is that Chinese abacus. Anyway, and now we have calculators, and now we can actually, we're gonna have AI do math, write novels. I'm actually on my goals is to write a 3-page book. It's a not a 3-page book, a 3-part book series, and publish it on Amazon. In any case, I plan on using AI to again research, format, and it didn't spawn the idea. AI didn't spawn the idea. The inspiration, absolutely for me, comes from God. And so, just seeing it in the right context, to the pure, all things are pure. And I know that, some of us may be like, hey, and I can see this, can you imagine standing in front of a vacant lot, and being like, God, listen, I don't need tools to build this house. I know you can make one appear. It's like, Come on, bro. Like, he gave us two hands and what is it? Not a disposable thumb, right? So we can use tools, keyboards, you know. So keep it in the right context. And one thing though, at the end of the day, that we can do is stay in form. Let God form us. And so be blessed. Remember, always stay in form.